Straight out of Compton, original streets. Grew up with the lions, see what the criminals see. Now he a giant and a pivotal key. Got it down to a science, this the visual streets. He came up with Bullet, he came up with Turtle. Live life to the fullest, he put it all in the journal. We dodging them bullets, we jumping them hurdles. It's the Dahoodpostman, we in the streets universal.
Dahoodpostman, Professor Belly Mail. This is not a glorification or a glamorization. This is an education. You can go anywhere in the world and get a couple of lives, but you come right here to get the truth. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below. So when the dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the first and 15th. Lock the door.
Professor Belly Mail, back with Rolo Wick. Rolo Wick, what was it really like growing up with Peabody when you knew him prior to all the other stuff that came later and he picked up along the way?
Peabody, when I first met him, like I told you, they broke in my house. That's when I first ever heard of him. They broke in my house, and then after we retrieved a lot of our stuff, they came back and, try to fight my parents, call them names. And I was little. And I always told them, when I grew up, that's when I first met him. But as time went by, I knew not to hook up with them, or people in the neighborhood knew not. People really didn't, but I was still looking out for dude, trying to give him respect, defending his name before I found out all these things. When people used to say shit about him, I was still defending his name, out there, doing it. But, he felt like my reputation was speaking more than his. So the dude was like one of them person on an image. He don't want nobody else, come up. But this dude, I could say, man, it's like, for years, I was taking money around there, give them, make sure they have weed in jail and shit. So, they kept saying,
so there was love there.
It was love, and then I guess can't believe it. How, people like, I started listening to the jokes, his moms, and people saying like, can't wait till they kill you. You know what I'm saying? That, then, it's like, I'm gonna help y'all out, look out, fight for y'all. I kill them up for y'all. If you gonna sit up and say, I can't wait till they kill you, what you hating on me for? You know what I'm saying? I can see if I did something to y'all, but I never did nothing to them. This is what I can't understand, but still, then I just told him, fuck you. Straight out. I'm gonna keep it real.
So at one time, he really was that big homie that looked out and
no, nobody, we gotta understand.
I'm talking about for the neighborhood, that the neighborhood looked up to. That you telling me?
Yeah, the neighborhood, yeah. We did look up to him, but I'm telling you about our generation. My generation, real ones. It's like, we're giving this dude.
You saying your generation? Who is your generation?
Like me, Tone, Al, my brother them, DJ, Big Rock, rest in peace, June, Rod Dog, Green Dog, Derek Christopher, Daryl Christopher, you had damn. It was like,
and all the rest of the homies.
Well, they didn't know him, but we that was our generation. Then it was like when Gills was getting built. It was like when Gills was getting built, like when
what is Gills?
Gills Liquor Store. Gills Liquor Store in his apartment. When it started getting built, it's like some of the homies like was fucking with them, in their little spots and shit. And it's like, but they'll lock you up in that motherfucker, homie. You're like, you in jail. You can't get out. Fire break out and all this.
Was that during the crack era?
That's during the crack era.
So they was locking people in the house to sell whatever, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, you can go over here and get some fire. Like I told you, I was getting my shit before he got killed on Benzo Al. You know what I'm saying? real cheap.
Albert Griffin.
Yeah, then, you know, my relative from out of Hunters, yeah, bro, I didn't need that shit, and it's A1. Or I go to my boy, you know, from Compton. I think he was, no, he wasn't from Swamps. Is that how you say their name?
Swamps.
Or either, oh, it's over there by the canal, I think.
Travelling Park or Park Village.
I think it's like one way or two way in. It's like not really too many ways in.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh, but it's
The
over there.
Grandies is over there, but
And so I was over there going with my boy Lehman and shit. And I get it from them, but shit, you get that shit, it melt. You gotta keep it in the ice box and shit. Nigga ain't moving the fall, you know. Well, I can sell, you know. But get back to it, you know. Niggas was cool, but then when they start tripping, and then I guess Peabody brother, he had took like a bird from him and shit. We was sitting inside that apartment where I was getting built and killed. And they was circling around. We like, man, get on with that shit, homie. You know, we don't want no problem with them people, man. So, you know, I don't know what happened to him, but, you know, we left with it. And then they kind of blame that shit on us. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we'll be up. Nigga, we was out there jacking. Nigga, you couldn't come on big. All we was just jackers. Nigga, we'll rob you, snatch you off the RTD bus and shit like that. Or, you know, at that time, motherfucker, in the 80s and the 70s, black man couldn't go to, what's that beach? Newport Beach, you know, out there, Newport Beach, all up in there. We all up in there robbing motherfuckers, nigga.
But Rolo, you had to feel some type of way about it because when you saying snatching, who were you snatching? Black people? You know what I mean? So at some point,
we wouldn't rob our people.
Okay.
We wouldn't rob our people. That's one thing about our generation. Our generation, we loved our people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't like that towards our people like these people are towards our people now, though. Because you gotta understand, we was more breaking off, still looking up to the Black Panther movement, how the Black Panther movement shit. See, this is how you gotta understand about real blood. You know what I'm saying? Real blood was like a Black Panther, man. But you know, that's why we didn't care Crips, because you know, we see Crips, whatever. That's why we got together, no blood, fighting nobody and everything. We was like Black Panthers, but at the same token, you know, I'm looking out for Peabody, helping him out and everything. But at the same token, I go take, like I said, I go to the county jail one day, taking some money down there. And then when I hand him the money, not hand him the money, but you know, put the money on the book. This nigga want to hop up. I guess I was in there with all Hoovers. He gonna hop up. This nigga from Denver Lane, he from Denver Lane. I hopped up for what, nigga? And I'm ready to squab. They call the guard. The guard kicked me out and everything like this. I'm like looking at dude, homie. So it's like, then one day we was on the phone. I guess he was on the phone. I guess, no, G Down. I think G Down pulled up and gave me the phone with Body. I was like, huh? I think it was it G Down somebody? And he was like, yeah, nigga, you not know UBN, nigga. You not doing that. I said, nigga, I know I ain't no UBN. Nigga, I'm straight from Lanez. He was like, nigga, yeah. Nigga, I'm from Lanez. I don't care what you say.
So that's no cut.
No cut. Because it's like this. I don't fear that dude. Whatever he think he can do, I can do it 10 times better. I make my shit on the cup. That's one thing about me. I don't need nothing. I'm a MacGyver. I am a real MacGyver motherfucker. I didn't go to jail for dope. I went to jail for doing terrorist shit. And I ain't scared to say it.
What was that? What was that, Rolo? What did you go to jail for exactly?
They want to know how do I really know how to put C4 really together, because really a street person don't supposed to know how to put C4 together.
So you was making explosives?
No, I know how to really put, like how the Army put that shit together. It take like 4 fuses. And then it take a Nighting pin, a blasting can. And if you don't do it right, you'll fuck yourself up. It's different things, and then it's like feds was really coming after me for really to get the 50 cal that they've been trying to get me to sell, but that was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, really, it's like, man, I'm not even, man, listen, bro, I'm gonna put it like this, We all gonna die, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all gonna die. Death is something that God
It's
knows
unavailable.
I want. No, I want because I know it's past this. You gotta understand, I passed over 2 or 3 times, bro. I know what's on the other side. This ain't no mystical. People can say, "Bro, I don't give a fuck." This is why.
When you say you know what's on the other side, what do you mean by that?
Man, everybody here for a test.
What's your test?
Everybody test is the same. See how your soul is.
So you're saying there's other levels.
It's other levels. And these levels, and when we was chosen angels. You gotta understand. Even you gotta understand. We was chosen. It's over how many numbers? I forget the numbers. That God and Lucifer. Lucifer had always said, "I can show you your angels. It's not honor to you if you give them to me. I cannot hurt the ones that still bear your name," and that is true. Are the ones that hold your faith.
So how do we distinguish Lucifer's army from God's army?
Like I told you, when you get up, when your first 2 steps into this world, it's your 10 commandments. Where are you going, Satan? There's no boundary around it. That is true. Jesus said every miracle, everything is on you. So you got to understand, your 10 toes is your 10 commandments. As you stand on what? As your 45-degree square. 45-degree square from each angle. From each angle. That's a 45-degree square, right? From each angle from top to bottom is 90. 360 degrees.
But at 360, Rolo, you wind up in the same spot. So
no.
Is it better to be 180?
No, because at this 90 point right here, if you don't grasp to understand this 90 point, you never made it to this 90 point.
Oh, you're talking levels again.
You see how man is stuck?
Mm-hmm.
Because man do not want to what? Learn.
Why do you think that?
Because he's scared of the what? Truth. Once you unveil the truth on one person or yourself, see, the truth is you. You have no power no more because you have no more corruption in the world to go out there and tear up the world.
So are you saying you called to be an artisan of peace?
We all is. We all is. If man look within himself. I don't pull off my pants no different than no other man. Or no other woman.
I think that by uniting and not dividing, by distinguishing hatred and not holding on to, by open paths to dialogue, that we open paths to dialogue, we can conduct and contribute a great deal more if we just be a little more open, a little more ready to listen. Because here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this, Rolo, I'm gonna get back to you. My father gave me principles, right? My father disciplined me based on principle. My mother disciplined me based on frustration.
Feelings.
Yes. So by me having my father in my life, I understand the difference between the two. So there's a lot of kids out here, Rolo, that was raised in frustration. So their first inclination is to fight and shoot. Mine is to read and write because I understand that path leads to a destination that goes far beyond fighting and shooting.
Once again, like he said, once you let your household, you gotta understand, all the basic instruction come from what? House first, home.
Mm-hmm.
If home not together, how can man go into the world and say he's going to be together? Okay. So every figure went to go look for a father figure. So the father figure image that they seen and project again on the TV before it became internet, how black people live. That's why they said underneath the UCC-207, you cannot be accountable for anything that you do if you claim this. Because now you understand that you was taught from birth, from history, act like you're supposed to act now.
Do you think Peabody? Well, let me ask you this: did Peabody have a following?
Yeah, no, listen, he come from a good home. Listen, he come from a good home, but you know, it's like a person equal. Like I said, it's your equal.
Mm-hmm.
It's the perception of the person because it's his thought, how he seen the world, and how he thought, I'm Peabody, like the movies again. Mafia movies was on when we was little. Mafia family. So you gotta understand how they came, like how it was like Mafia Lane. It was Mafia Lane, Anthony's, Millers. That's who used to be right there.
So the Hunters wasn't in that equation either.
Yeah, the Hunters was there too, because there was no beef against. Like I told you, there was no beef.
No blood beef.
No blood beef then. Blood beef came once jail. Power. This is what I want. I'm gonna breed
Limited space.
Limited space. So I must
dominate.
Get into somebody here that's gonna go back into the streets, but he can be me. You tell him I said it, and this is what you can do. So he have others do what he'll do if he was out.
Lock the door.
Cali Miners, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a bro bitch the time of day. They see me climbing. They see me shining. That's hard work. Proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me. That's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking. And I don't talk about it. I just make it happen.